Happy Tuesday, Royals. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great week. And to all my Aquarius, happy birthday. It is our season, and I hope you have great plans for your birthday. Tonight, we are on case number 26. So, we're going to have our co hosts introduce themselves. We'll read the disclaimer, and then we will get started. Tonight, we are going to be talking about lavender marriages, silent deals, and the cost of love. So, co hosts, introduce yourselves, and then we will get started.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. I thought today was Monday.
We know you tired, boss. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Delicious, and we're in here once again to give these great ass opinions. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, here we go. Let's read the disclaimer first and then we will get started. Okay, so before we begin, this episode contains real life stories submitted for discussion and commentary. All stories are shared anonymously and read verbatim to preserve authenticity. This show does not provide legal, medical, or professional advice. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for discussions involving relationships, sexuality, parenting, and personal safety. So let's jump in and enjoy tonight. Here we go. Oh my gosh. First of all, do you guys know what lavender marriage is?
Yeah, I just learned about it last week.
Okay.
I just Googled it a few minutes ago, but I learned about it a long time ago. I just didn't know the legit definition, but I know
Well,
now.
yeah, you know what? That is true. I haven't heard about these relationships before. I just didn't know it was called a lavender marriage. So
Mm-hmm.
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I learned it on TikTok University. TikTok University.
And what did you guys learn on TikTok University about lavender marriage?
I think I
Well, I
want one.
learned the man, well, the one that I heard was this man, it was a gay man, and he said that he was married to a woman and
Mm-hmm.
that she knew that he was gay and that he had a different lifestyle. But those marriages are for you to have a spouse and a family, like a regular family, which it kind of is confusing to me because I feel like you can have a family with the same sex now. So
Right. Just
I
what you
don't
learned right now.
understand that.
Right. Just what
Yeah,
you
so I
learned.
didn't. Yeah, so okay, sorry.
No,
You know
that's
I get confused and get sidetracked.
right.
But when he was saying it, I was just like, okay, but that's what I learned that it is. It's
I
just
think we
a
probably
gay
all have the
person.
same questions.
Yeah, a gay person being with married to a straight person just so they can have the family dynamics. That's
Okay,
what
so
I got
that's
out of it.
that's what you got of it. Okay, Des, what did you
And
get?
they're taken care of, and that the wife is taken care of. She don't got to want for nothing. She has a soft life.
Okay. What did you learn from it, Des?
I learned that it should be me in this.
Did you learn from it in real life, Des? Good grief.
Why you don't finna break it down? It should be me. If they say you don't have to have sex,
Hey,
you
hey,
just
hey. Only what you learn. We trying to let the people know what
oh,
lavender marriage is before we jump all into it and then have our
that's what
opinion.
I learned that you don't
That
have to
is what
do
she learned. She don't got to have sex.
if you not that. I promise you, that's what I got out of it. I don't have to do it to this human, and we gonna help take care of each other, and we
Hmm.
gonna have each other's back so that we don't be out here single dying alone.
Okay.
And if one of us die off, we gonna both be straight at the end because we
Hmm.
gonna look out for each other.
Okay.
But we don't
Okay.
have to do it. And we can actually have a friendship and a commitment and a communication and actually bond without the extra. That's what I
Okay.
got out of it.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
wondering too. I was like, I wish he would have did a lot because I had a lot of questions that I wanted to ask. Because I'm like, do y'all sleep in the same room? Like, I just need to know everything with a marriage like that. I'm like,
I
shit.
don't think you're gonna learn everything. Here's the reason why. Because everybody does it for a different reason. Kind of like
Mhm,
a good example would be um somebody who marries for papers, right? But then they end up
mhm.
actually liking each other, actually dating, actually doing things. So it can go any way. But the real root of where it came from is how back in the day you could not be
Be
in a
open.
household with same sex. And so it was more like a cover up. It was more of a cover up. So you married somebody of the same sex, but you were not with them. So
And he said, and he was saying too, like it's just like a arranged marriage.
it is
It's
very much
it's the
like
same thing. And when
that.
he said that, I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm. And
It,
because here's the thing, think about it. Back in the day, we had kings and queens and things like that, right? And so in order
hmm
to take the throne, you would have to have a wife, but you really have a boyfriend. You'll get the wife, you'll inherit your inheritance, live your life, and that person knows, hey, I married you for this reason, and I'm still gonna live my life over here. But it's something like that. That's why they did
And
it
that's
back.
what I like about it, because it's really about what I think marriage is, and that's a business. And so
Yeah.
I like it because I see the business in it. I see how we are running an empire, and we're keeping the thing that can change your mindset out of it.
Okay. Okay.
Because I
So
think some
let's
of us hold on to the sex more than we hold on to the person.
hmm
okay.
And that's why when we get tired of the sex with that person, we move on and we start doing things we ain't got no business. So let's just start the relationship off open and honest. I like it.
Okay. So let's get into the first story.
I'm excited.
And this one is am I the asshole type of behavior. So here we go. It is titled Straight People Using Lavender Marriage Are Ignorant as Fuck.
Mm,
We all know straight people love to borrow queer lingo and twist it to fit whatever vibe they want, like how they throw around the word twink for people who honestly aren't even close to that. I don't know what that means.
me
I
It's
was gonna
neither.
say I
just
never
this
heard of it. I never heard
it's,
of that.
Did you say twink like TINK?
like TWINK.
Thank you.
Um, oh my gosh. It's just this casual appropriation without any real understanding. But what really bugs me is how some straight women misuse the term lavender marriage, like completely missing the point and history behind it. Saying I'm going to marry my best friend and we're going to have a lavender marriage is just no. That's not what it means. Lavender marriage were literally survival strategies. For centuries, queer people would enter into these marriages to hide their true sexuality from society. It wasn't a cute friendship thing, it was about safety, about avoiding discrimination, violence, and death. I had this conversation with a straight friend who casually used lavender marriage and didn't know what it actually meant. She heard it on TikTok where it's been thrown and loosely used, meaning something like a marriage between a straight woman and a gay man. While that's kind of on the right track, it's way more complex than that. I explained how these marriages happened because people couldn't live openly without risking their lives. Living alone with the same sex partner back then was suspicious and dangerous, so these marriages were about protection. After I explained it, she stopped using the term casually, but it's frustrating how queer terms get grabbed and butchered by TikTok and lose their meaning, especially with something like lavender marriage, which carries so much history and pain behind it. It deserves more respect.
Well, the gay man is the one who put it out, so how could he?
Hold on. Now I'm going to play the video and then we will comment because that's exactly who put it out.
If you are a woman and you are tired of men, please watch this video all the way through. I, as a member of the Alphabet Mafia, known as the LGBTQ plus IA, constantly adding numbers to it, committee, I am also tired of men. I would also say that men are much worse in the queer community than the heterosexual community. With that being said, I would like to put myself out there to let you guys know that I am available for a lavender marriage. Some of my qualifications, I am college educated. I was in the military for 6 years, so I can protect you. I can't cook that well. I am learning. I also am willing to learn and I can admit when I'm wrong, which a lot of people can't do that. I'm really good at cleaning. I can protect. I'm really funny. I have a lot of different hobbies. I, just am a great human being. So if anyone is interested in a lavender marriage, we can, you know, have, our house, or we could have separate houses. Definitely have our own room. I don't mind. I'm very open, very collaborative. I also have a high level of emotional intelligence. I am able to communicate my feelings very well. And I think I'm a pretty swell guy. So yeah, if you guys are tired of men like I am and would want to engage in a lavender marriage, we can talk specifics. We can be in a lavender marriage and maybe have our own little side pieces on the side. Totally fine with that. But yeah, I am tired, truly. And I'm also in Atlanta, so that should say something about the climate of the dating scene that I am in. But yeah, let me know. My DMs are open. I am in Georgia, but hey, we can figure it out. All right.
That's confusing as hell. I don't give.
Okay,
That's
so
confusing.
mhm,
Baby, I
well,
was lit for that video when I saw it. That's when
I
I decided to
was.
See, I
engage.
seen a different one. I see the
Yeah,
man I seen was a
wait
different man.
we got to comment on the original thing. The original thing was the person being a asshole for how they responded to their friend.
Yeah, they was being an asshole because, like he said, they using the words up that we got off of TikTok, but everybody that's giving the definition off of TikTok is not saying that. So we don't know that it came from y'all having to hide it. And back in the days, y'all don't got to do that shit no more. So y'all shouldn't even use the word lavender marriage anymore. Just say that I don't know what word y'all can use. So yeah, he was out of pocket for that. He was out of pocket for that for me because the way we learned it and even the way he said it, it did not. That's totally different from what that person said.
Okay, Des, what about you?
Unfortunately, y'all, I got kicked out, so I missed half of the story.
Um,
But you heard what the you didn't hear what Asia said, but
No,
you
I
heard
didn't
what
hear
the
none of the rest of the story because it kicked my internet kicked me out.
okay, then I'll give my opinion and we'll go ahead.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Yeah, that's fine. So my opinion is it appears as though the new definition of what lavender marriage is based upon the people that are entering that lavender marriage. So
right,
so were you wrong for going off? You're absolutely wrong, just in the description that you gave, because the description
right,
you gave was they did it for protection. So in order to be protected, you married a straight woman. So how dare you say that she was just throwing it around as if it was something when now times have changed and it could be beneficial to both people. It's not a gay or LGBTQ term because some of those women entered into it for the benefits that it gave them as well. So it's a two-party thing. And as much as some people like you who wrote and asked want to coin things for yourself, it doesn't just belong to you. It doesn't.
yeah. Girl, I would argue. You know me, I love to argue with somebody, especially with stuff like that.
But I think that was very rude to do that to your friend
Very.
because of how it triggered you, because we're not there anymore, like at all, period whatsoever. So,
And all the gay people, men are saying that they want to marry the woman because they tired. Look at him. He just said he wanted to be with a woman or be in a lavender relationship because he tired of men. That right there is a whole different definition. What the other man that I heard say something was a totally different definition. So, sir, y'all need to have a meeting or something at the LGBTQ, all the things after that. Y'all need to have a meeting or something to go over terms again. So y'all can know because they always to me and
to learn how
I
to
love
respect.
them. Yeah,
I
and
love
I love them
you.
because but it's like they get an attitude over everything.
My opinion is not your opinion. Your opinion is not my opinion. What they want to
Yeah.
group something together and then tell everybody how to feel about it.
How to use it. Yeah.
First of all, you have way too many acronyms included in that space to want to be exclusive. Nothing is exclusive. Otherwise, we would have just stuck with gay and lesbian, but we didn't. Now, everybody can process things how they want to in their own life. So I don't think you should have went in on your friend like that. I think it was not okay because number one, we're not there no more. Number two, If you don't like the way TikTok is doing it, then don't pay attention. It don't hurt you
They
that much. It wasn't disrespectful
at
to
all.
like how you went off on your friend. That's kind of not cool. And that's
You
why,
could have just educated her
yeah,
on where it came from. But still, even with the education,
started with
sir, they're using a different meaning now. But you could have just educated her of where it originated from and then go from there. But for you to act like people just using stuff loosely and we always try to use y'all lingo and all that, like that's, girl, I would have cussed him out for real.
have to, because when you've literally taken over rainbows and stars and everything else,
Yeah.
please stop. It's just too much. It's too much. And it's a problem where it doesn't need to be one. If that's not how you want to process it for your life, that's fine. But that friend, she might have been responding to this man right here, who it literally said
Mm-hmm.
this thing, lavender marriage proposal. And he literally said he just don't want to deal, he don't even want it for the purpose
Well,
of
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He said he don't even
for the
want it
purposes of he tired of dealing with men.
with
Because
me.
like, look, if any woman that's tired of dealing with men, I'm tired of dealing with men on that level too. Let's be best friends and join in marriage and move forward. So I kind of don't understand why he got that upset with his friend.
Just to be mad. Just to be mad.
That wasn't cool. So yes, go apologize to your friend because you really did way too much. Like way too much. And if I was your friend, I would have cussed you back out. Yeah, I'd have cussed you back out. You wouldn't have talked to me like that because you,
Using your lingo, I would have cussed you out.
And
Using your
that's on
lingo.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Cause that's uncalled for.
that was
Like,
too far. That was too far.
just educate her and go on. That's your friend, so just educate her. Cause I'm telling you, I just learned that last week. I had never in my life heard of lavender marriage. So when he said it,
Neither.
I really tuned in. Like, what is this? What
I
is a
just thought the
lavender
marriage agreement.
marriage?
I didn't know it was an actual term for it. There have been all types of agreements in marriage.
Yeah,
Know? And there are people that get married, like, will be like, okay, if I'm single at 50 and you single at 50, let's get married because it has tax benefits, it has medical benefits, it has all of these benefits. There are benefits in the government to be married. People do it all the time. People marry for a green card. I just never knew that it was an actual um, title for that one. But, sir, yes, you went too far. You need to chill out. I wouldn't discuss nothing with you no more. Here she was
me
probably
neither.
happily married, and how you say we take everything over, and you literally need the woman to make it happen, or if it's two women, you need the husband. Dude, you went too far. You went too far. Yes, you need to apologize. Okay, next story. Next story. Next story. These people are, ooh, child. People just be going on. Mm.
Yeah, I know that's real.
Because why? Sir, that was not nice. If you would have heard the stuff Des, like that wasn't nice.
I know.
It,
I'm gonna have to do a replay myself and watch
it
this
said
over.
like uh I can't, all of it was mean to me, so I couldn't even, this wasn't even when I could just pull out some sentences and just tell you. Um he's basically saying like we just started using queer terms and we take everything over and we
But
butcher,
they always say that. They always say that.
but it's not
So
true.
that ain't nothing new. They always say we take over their lingo and say stuff like that. But it's like you need to go back and research where we will, since we talking about this, research and see where she got this from. Can't we just can't make nothing up and start using it as no link? Like, boy, I really would have cussed him out. We wouldn't even have to be friends after that. Unless you, because you really gonna have to sit back and apologize to me, sir.
I think he owes her an apology because his verbiage was very strong. His verbiage was very strong. So it sounds like he's not comfortable with himself right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
That's
you.
the way I'm taking it, Des. Because why are you still so like? Why are you angry? Like you went through that, or did something happen? Um, maybe your family don't respect you, but she was not disrespectful. She just said she was
At
gonna.
all. Just saying what it was. I'm telling you, when I
She
heard the man
wanted
said,
to
I was
do
like, it didn't sound like a bad idea. Hell.
it. So
It don't sound like a bad idea. As long as
it.
we got our own rooms and everything, and y'all said y'all could still have friends and all that.
Yep. Some of them. Um.
Y'all doing it anyways without even
It's just
knowing. Yeah.
respectful cheating, honey. It's respectful cheating, and
Exactly.
we
That's what I'm like.
agree to it.
Y'all doing a lot of people is doing it without even knowing anyways. So you might as well get something out of it.
Oh, okay.
And to me, it's for the companionship and the business side and the
Hmm.
companionship. That's what it's for to me.
Because
Um.
a lot of them really could be like your best friends, and that really is true.
I was
They
seeing a
really
lot of
could
those, bro. That's what I was seeing a lot of. They was like nobody knew, and they like we one said I'm 13 years in, and it showed like all of their pictures and stuff, and then it said we're in a lavender marriage. They've been on trips. They got a successful business. They actually have kids. They kids is raising
be.
them
They
like
be best
their own.
friends. I'm telling you, they be best friends.
Exactly.
I almost don't see anything wrong with it. I
But
really almost don't.
The
But it's
moment
like
you can take out the "I have to do it," but I want to do it, life will
that's what
hit
it
different.
seems like. More best friends that married each other, and all the fun stuff is
shit,
forefront.
to keep it 100, you supposed to marry your best friend anyways. That's
First,
where we go wrong with in our marriages is because we be marrying people for the wrong reasons. You really supposed
right,
to marry somebody that is equally yoked. So
right.
that's where we mess up. It ain't nobody that be your best friend.
Right. And that's why I say, oh, I didn't know it had a title. I thought that's just, you know, the way you're supposed to
Normal.
do it.
Whoever I marry gonna be my best friend. So I
And
mean,
they
we gonna
should,
be able to sit back and you gonna have to be able to gossip with me and everything. I don't care.
and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. No, for real, it should.
Like, did you know this happened?
Right,
And you just gonna
right.
sit there and listen to me and gossip with me and
And men
everything.
are the
Like, for
biggest
real.
gossipers
They
anyway.
really
Like,
are. So when
seriously.
you get one that really gossip with you, I had a boyfriend that was like that. Like I literally could gossip with him about everything and he would be excited. Like we gossip with each other. Like but when we broke up, I was just like, that was really a good boyfriend that I gossip with. Like we could tell each other everything and have like a good kiki and everything. It was
Okay,
just
that's fun.
but it'd
That's
be fun like that, but okay, we stay on subjects. But
that is a
I don't
subject.
almost don't see, I almost don't see nothing wrong with it. Like in this day and time, that's almost golden. Hell, you might as well.
I think people should do what makes them happy, and I think people should do what is healthy for them. That's just the one component that I don't understand. The ones that don't have sex, because who you
Well,
got?
they said you
Well, they
can
don't
do it
got
with
sex
other
with each other.
people. Yeah, they said you can
I
have sex
don't
with
want
other
to do it with other
people.
people. So yeah, that's the only thing that would be a drawback for me. But all the rest, it sounds like a match made in heaven.
If you found somebody that understood your marriage and that's all y'all was gonna be having is sex together, I think it could work. It just you would
Oh
have to
yeah,
find
I think
somebody
both
that
of them.
won't be in their feelings.
Yeah, I
Like
think
I'm married,
anybody.
sir. I am married, but you're my little
Yeah, I don't
son,
play with the
buddy.
word marriage. I think you should call it something different. Then that's just
Yeah, it shouldn't be marriage. It should
that's
be called something different.
I
That's
can't
why I
get
said the
past
only
that
thing.
part.
Yeah, it shouldn't be called marriage. I don't know what we would call it then.
But they actually really get married. That's the only way that you get the government benefits and all of those things. So my question would be like, do you not get married in a church?
I
Um,
wouldn't get married in a church.
yeah, do you just do it for the legal purposes? And then, you just now you just gotta worry about praying for forgiveness for fornication. Because you're not cheating if you're not married under God. Um, that would be my only thing. Yeah.
Well, the Bible
But that's
say
why I
as a
think
couple
lavender
you
means
should.
because you like it's whatever you're looking for. That's why I don't understand that man. But let's move to the next story because we have another one on lavender marriage as well. And we may get some more questions in that area. But for you, sir, final answer, you're wrong. You didn't have to talk to that girl like that. That's not a friend. Sassy pants. Okay, next story. Am I the jerk for Yeah. Am I the jerk for leaving my cousin and her kids stranded after her son almost caused a serious accident? My cousin has a 10-year-old son, no dad in the picture. I've been like an uncle to this kid his whole life. Drove them places, helped with bills sometimes, took him to do fun stuff when she couldn't afford it. I've always been there for them. This kid has always been wild, not in a cute, energetic way, but in a way that makes you nervous. I've told my cousin so many times she needs to get him checked out. His teachers have said the same thing. She always refuses. She says he's just a boy being a boy, and everyone needs to stop labeling kids. Last week, I was driving them to the mall. We were on the main road going maybe 50 when this kid suddenly unbuckled himself, leans into the front seat, grabs my face, like full on hands over my eyes while I'm driving. I swerved, almost hit someone in the next lane, managed to pull over without crashing, but I was shaking. My hands wouldn't stop trembling. I kept thinking about what could have happened. My cousin was giggling, actually, thought it was hilarious, told me to calm down and that he was just messing around. I told them both to get out.
No, no, no.
She tried to say I was being
Shit.
ridiculous, but I just stared at her until they got out. Then I drove off. Did I overreact? Am I being a
Hell no. Hell
Hell
no.
no, you didn't
Hell
overreact.
no. She better be lucky that you didn't take off on that little boy. No, you did not overreact.
And they
Cause that
both
ain't nothing
sound
that you
like they
play
a
with.
problem.
Yeah, that ain't nothing that you play with. We could have
That
lost
ain't
our
funny.
lives. We could have lost our lives. So no, you did not overreact. Cause I probably would have took off on that little boy. And it, no, you did
And
not
his mama.
overreact. Yeah, and the mama for laughing, thinking that it's funny. Yes. No,
he
you did
should
not
have got a
overreact.
spanking for that. He should have got in trouble. 10 years old, whooping. Yeah,
10
he
years
should.
old, you know better than that. You did not overreact. Actually, you underreacted.
Period.
I agree. No, sir. I don't think you overreacted. Here's the reason why you got to get out. Because if you just laugh, you just validated what he did. And when I start driving again, he gonna do this shit again.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What 10-year-old
Yep.
does something like that when you fully know better, like you said, Ro? He gonna do it
Even
again.
a handicapped kid ain't gonna do that.
Take off your seatbelt, go in the front, and cover somebody's eyes. You swerving it, and the mama think it's funny. Maybe she needs to get checked out. Maybe she's
I
cut.
was just about to say the mama would have, he would
The
have
mama
got,
is the problem.
yeah, the mama is the problem. And the kid, I probably would have, it would have just been a reflex because I probably would have
Uh,
swung at the little boy and then been ready to fight the mama since you laughing too.
That part. I would have fought her first.
you would
Cause
have.
that's, girl, this would be really crazy to me. And I thank God that God has blessed none of these things to happen to me. Cause I
Amen.
probably would really be in jail somewhere. Like, I just cannot imagine nothing like that happening or my child doing that. I just couldn't imagine it. So I thank God every day that good Lord.
You know who
Thank you,
used to
Lord,
do
for keeping
crazy
me
stuff?
safe.
Shotty used to do crazy stuff. One day I was driving in the car with Shotty, and he was like 4, and he was sitting in the front seat with me, and he opened the door while I was driving.
Mm.
Did y'all just see the little girl that opened up the front door that was 18 months in Orange
What?
County? Yes,
I could barely hear
18
you.
months. Huh?
No, I was telling Des we could barely hear because I could see her lighting up to talk, but I could barely hear her.
Oh, I
Oh,
just
yeah,
said
she
what?
was. Yeah, it happened like over.
I can't hear you now, Ro. Okay.
Because somebody was calling on my phone. I'm not on
Oh,
my
okay.
iPad.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah,
You
she
was
was
telling us about
driving
the
and she
18
came
year
to
old.
the intersection. Yeah, 18 month year,
Oh,
18
sorry.
months. And the mom went to the intersection and turned, and the little girl opened the front door and fell out. And it was by the grace of God that the car that was right behind them had stopped. Like 2 more seconds, the
My question is, was she in a seat belt? I'm sorry, 18 months, that's still a car seat.
That's a year and a half, basically. A year and some months.
Right, but they should still be in a car seat unless they're a little bit bigger, then they'll be in the booster seat one. But that is why people be putting those in the middle and don't want to put it on the
On the
side by the door.
outside door.
yes,
They
in the
want
car almost, they almost. ran a little girl over. The she just got arrested today for that
Wait,
because they
the
said it
mom
was
got
neglect. Because
arrested?
first of all, yes, the mama got arrested. She fell out the mama car.
Well, calm down. How did she fall out the car? We can't hear you. Was she in
She
a car seat? I
oh
asked all these questions.
no, she was in the front. She was in the front seat and opened the front door and fell out.
Oh yeah, that's neglect like a motherfucker.
What was she
Yeah,
not
she
in
was
the
in the
car
front
seat
seat.
for?
Yeah, she not. First of all, you 18 months, you ain't supposed to. Even if you was in a, you ain't even supposed to be in the front seat in the car seat. You supposed
Is
to
it
be in the
still a
back.
car seat at 18 months? That's what we was asking. So you couldn't hear us.
Oh hell yeah! Sorry,
It's not the
18 months. So
booster
that's a
seat.
month. No, you're in a car seat at
That's the
18
car
months.
seat.
Amir is in a booster seat right now. Amir's in a booster seat at 18 months. Just think, you're still one.
Little, right?
Yeah, you're little. You're supposed to be in a car seat. They don't get into a booster seat until they're like
What is it,
5.
50 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, 50, 60 pounds. So at 18 months, low key, they still supposed to be sitting backwards in the car
In
seat,
the car. That's what
face
I thought.
in the back seat. So the little girl, first, she was in the front seat, not with a seatbelt on, because if she had a seatbelt on, even if she did open the door, she wouldn't have
Would
flew
flew
out the
out.
car. So she flew out the car when the mom turned the corner. She opened the door in the car right behind it. I'm telling you, 2 seconds, that car would have ran her over. And the
What did
mom
the mom
put the car
say?
in park. She didn't. She put the car in park, grabbed the little girl, put her back in the car, and drove off.
Oh wow. So this is a
And
habit.
so, yes, and so
Right.
I, you know me, I read the comments.
Okay. What they say.
So I just seen that she got arrested today. They said that their mom got 6 kids. One of the people that was commenting said that her son plays football with her other son, and she was like, the mama do that all the time. Them kids never be in seatbelts or anything. They don't got car seats or nothing. So this is something that she does all the
And
time.
she probably packed
Another
all of
person
them in the car.
in the car, and it was a big SUV. It was a big Benz SUV, so it wasn't like a small one. That one looked like the one that could have 3 rows. Like, it was a big Benz SUV. So another person that was in the comments was saying she worked at Starbucks, and she was like, I'm not even gonna lie, you would be surprised how many people come through with little kids in the front seat with no car seats or anything. She was like, it's normal now.
In
And
Cali,
then
you
I'm
said
telling
Orange
you,
County, right?
yeah, it's in Orange County, yep,
With
in
all
California.
laws, her stupid self did that.
And a car had it on, a car that was at the other stoplight. You know, everybody got these dash cams, and that's how they got it on camera and was able to get her license plates and all that. That's how she was able to get arrested today. But she
Can you
felt
imagine,
literally,
y'all, if you was that other car coming and you saw that you just
girl.
almost hit a child? I would have had
I
to
mean,
pull
when I tell
over.
you the car was, I'm telling you, if the car would have just been 2 seconds more, it would have ran her over on a right wheel, the right front wheel. That's how the little girl fell out. But the little girl fell out and got up like she was about to start walking.
Mm,
At
mm,
first, I thought it was AI. That's how much it made my heart drop. Cause I don't be knowing what's AI and what's real no more. I was like,
Right,
I'm so
right.
old. I don't know what's AI and what's not. But when they said that, you could tell that the child was little because you could tell they had on a diaper and how little they was. But I didn't know how old they was until the news was like she was 18 months.
Damn.
So a year and a half. And like I'm telling y'all, kids are supposed to be in car seats like that until they're about 4 or 5. Amir's 7. He's in a booster now. And you know, Amir tall. Amir
Right,
be in that booster. I tell him when he get in the car, he already know, put your seatbelt on, get in your booster, put your seatbelt on. And I still have the child-proof lock in the back seat for him. He can't get out.
right, right.
I
All of
still
those
have the
things.
child, all those things. So it's like, I can't even feel sorry for you, ma'am. Because even if you was gonna have her in the front seat, she should have been in the seat belt, and you should have had the doors locked to where she couldn't even unlock it to open up the door. Because a lot of kids do that anyways. They pull on them latches to
Put
open
your
up the
nose
door.
down the
Little
window.
kids do that. Yeah, they do that all the time. So I can't say anything about that. But the fact that she opened up the door and fell out the car,
See, that's why I was asking about the questions earlier. So I know um at 18 months, some kids, if they bigger, could be in a booster seat. That's why I was asking
No, they not Asia.
which
Not at
one.
18 months. You're not in no booster. You're not in a booster at 18 months.
Saying why I was asking additional questions because what the fuck would make a mom put her child in the front if it's
Girl,
not
neglect.
no way
Neglect. Because
it
it ain't no way in
that's
this world
crazy.
18-month old is still in a car seat, the little car. Look at Krishan, her just think Krishan, whatever her name is, Rock, that little boy. And just think, I think he like 3 or 4. You see, she still have him in the infant car seat.
Girl, he malnutrition. Now we're not gonna use him.
I know, but I'm just
I'm
saying they still
hollering.
supposed to be in car. They
Come on.
supposed to be in a car seat.
Right.
Ain't no booster for 18 months.
I don't think the
Ain't
seatbelt would fit either.
it's not gonna fit them right because it's gonna be all over their face and stuff. They supposed to be in a car
But
seat
this child
strapped
clearly
in.
is microbionic because this motherfucker, I don't have no sense. I'm trying to figure out is this baby Huey or something because what as a mother would
Girl,
make
Is
that's
that
you
baby
why
put
on?
your
Is that
child in
is
the
that
front
baby
seat?
having withdrawals? Was the mama on drugs when she had
the
him?
Was
that's
the comment
why
saying
she in
that?
jail.
Did
That's why
it
the
say
mama
that?
in jail.
So no comment said that. Okay. Um, no sis, I don't have sense because I'm trying to figure out what the
Girl,
hell.
it ain't gonna be nothing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna see if I can find it today and I'm gonna send it to you and then send it to Des. When I
Okay,
seen it, my heart literally dropped because I
drop.
thought that little girl was about to get ran over because literally was 2 seconds. The person that was driving in the other car almost need an award or something for being I don't know how they
That was nothing but Jesus.
because they was at the sign, the stop sign to turn. So it's not like you really gonna be
Oh, because
slowing
you're supposed
down
to do that.
because you're turning. Yeah, you're at the green light to turn. It was God and angels surrounding that little baby for them not to run that little baby over. It was God.
Well, thank
Cause
goodness.
she just, I'm telling you, I thought it was AI. The way that little girl fell out the car and was getting up to walk.
Please send
And the
it.
mama literally got out the car, put the car in park, and put the baby back in the car. Now
Did she
that
get back
when
in the
she put,
front seat?
I don't know, because she put her on the other side. So I
Oh,
don't know if she put her in the back seat or if she threw her ass back to the passenger seat.
trying to make a getaway before anybody stopped her, probably. Well,
Probably.
I hope those other kids will stay because that is crazy. That is crazy.
And
That
that was just this weekend. That was in Orange County this weekend.
mm, well, just think
So the,
that might look. Just think that might have been a damn story time we got in that we would have never believed that if that came in and we read that said today I almost killed an 18-month-old baby because it
then
jumped
fell
out,
out of a car.
rolled over,
That's
jumped
right.
back in the car,
Right.
opened the car
Elaborate.
door, and drove off. We'd have been what?
I wouldn't believe it. So that's why I'm saying with the little boy doing that, putting his hands
At
over my eye,
10,
girl, I would have fought the
I'd have
mama,
beat the
but the
brakes
little
off.
boy would have got slapped first because it just would have been a reflex. But the mama would have,
Yeah,
we would have
apology.
got out and fought, and then I'm still leaving y'all on the side of the road
Bro, you
after
can't
that.
get back
And
in my car because I'm scared to put you back in my car. I might even pull over and wait for an Uber to come for you.
no,
Some
I said, and then no, I said, and I'm still leaving you on the side of the road.
because mad, huh? Because that's a 10-year-old. That 10-year-old.
Yeah. And then me and you ain't friends no more, girl, because you thought the shit was funny. So then we don't got nothing else to talk about either.
Well,
Girl, all y'all is erased out of my life.
well, that's the final answer, folks. So, Mr. Guy, cousin, you want to know if you overreacted? We say no, and Rose said, "Don't even do nothing for them no more. They're not your cousins no more because they just try to unalive you."
No.
And
We
Period.
all could have been at a funeral the next week. Our funeral because
yep,
of you and your child.
and you think
Girl,
it's funny.
bye.
You made it worse.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, guys, next story. Hopefully, this one is a little bit more light, and it's not. It's lavender. Okay, next story. It is lavender marriage as well. The question is, has anyone successfully been in a lavender marriage? Me, hold on.
Mm.
Me, 30-year-old female, and him, 30-year-old male. Let me start off by saying I think love is a beautiful thing, and for those that truly find their soulmate are incredibly lucky. And while I have experienced love and its beauty, the heartache and gamble of it all is exhausting. getting feedback and I don't know why. Um, I'm
Let me
concerned.
take my headset off and see if that could be if it's mine.
Okay.
But I had him on the whole time, but I'll still take it off.
Tell me when, because I can't see you. Oh, it's none.
Can you
Uh,
still hear it?
no, I don't have none. Okay.
Okay, so maybe it was my headset. Oh no, it's still back on. It came back to my headset. So
Oh,
I
then I
still
don't
have
have
it
it
on.
anymore. So we're good. I don't have it. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Welcome to my home. Welcome to our home. Okay, let me start over. Let me start off by saying I think love is a beautiful thing, and for those that truly find their soulmate, they're incredibly lucky. And while I have experienced love and its beauty, the heartache and gamble of it all is exhausting. I'm considering entering a lavender type marriage with a close friend of mine. This man comes from a culture where a homosexual relationship just wouldn't be accepted. He is sexually attracted to women, however, he hides the other side of him. He has set up a good career for himself, and his next step is finding a wife and raising kids. He wants to be a provider like his dad, comes from a good family, is one of the prettiest men I've laid eyes on, extremely smart, and woos everyone with his humble charm. He has good morals, and I believe he would be an attentive husband and an excellent father. We come from the same background and we have a beautiful bond and friendship. While there is attraction between us, we aren't in love with each other like that. It will be the kind of marriage where we have each other's back, respect each other, and work in unity as a team. And I am willing to accept him for who he truly is. I know this isn't your typical union, but I feel like there are more marriages that are more of an agreement than we realize, and it isn't talked about enough. Obviously, being with him, I risk the chance of him leaving me for true love, especially in latter years when his parents pass. But by then, if it works out, our family will be established and we would have built a good life together. I would love to have children, but it's scary bringing them into the world where I feel like if you do this with him, I'm giving my future kids the best opportunity for a stable life, and it is really essential in this day and age to choose a father or mother for your kids wisely. I've already watched friends of mine go through nasty custody battles and financial ruins after love marriages end so nasty. It's a gamble, I realize that, but I feel like it's less of a gamble than love marriage, or am I being delusional and setting myself up for future failure? Last, I know this isn't your typical post, but I would love to hear from other people what you think. Let me ask questions because this is a lot. So I will ask you guys questions. Okay. So in this particular one, they are getting married because he has he wants a man. It's not acceptable in his family. Would you marry somebody that you knew you're marrying them, right? They're going to be with the person that they really love, and if the opportunity became available, they would leave and be with that person,
If they have the understanding, but now see, this man's story is the real
which is why I'm asking the
definition
question.
of,
Right.
yeah. So if she knows that that's the reason why they're getting married and she has that understanding, then yeah. But I don't think that she should get her feelings into him because she know that he's only marrying her because it's not he's not being accepted for who he really is. So long as she has that understanding and don't get her feelings involved and think it's going to be some, I was about to say rainbow at the end of the tunnel,
We know pot
whatever
of
she
gold
think,
at the end of the
yeah,
tunnel.
a pot of gold, then it's so be it. I don't think nothing is wrong with it. She just had to have that understanding that he ain't marrying you for love. He's marrying you because of his family. It's an
Okay.
arrangement. Hell, it's an arrangement, ma'am.
And Des, what about you?
I feel like knowing that, girl, go on and get y'all a written contract
Hmm.
about the stability of the situation if you're going to do this, because he in the whole point of a quote unquote lavender marriage is for him to live his life and still have you as a face front for the people of his family. I don't
His
think if his
beard.
parents die, he's gonna leave you, child. He's still gonna be married to you because he got siblings and cousins and aunties and uncles that he has still been living this front in front of. That just depends on how much he cares to keep it a secret. But I think that's dangerous for you if you are dependent upon it too much. I
Yeah.
think that it's a plan. And if it's a plan, go ahead and rearrange yourself so that you will be set up if this happens and not feeling like you lost anything. But he cared enough to make sure you were straight in the absence of you. So, but I still don't think the man is going to leave you, girl. Y'all getting married for him to do what he want to do and have a face front. I think that's the whole purpose. So
Okay.
that's just my thoughts.
Okay. What do I think? I think that this is the exact reason why I personally could not enter a lavender marriage with somebody that I cared about, because she's naming off all the beautiful things that he is. Those are all the beautiful things that you want in a real husband.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen, and it seems like they're from a different culture. I'm picking that up. She's saying background for a reason. So it may not be acceptable in their background. Um, I don't think it's a good idea for her, because you're going to be spoiled with this life. Let's just say it's 18 years. Let's just say he puts it in his head to say, I'm going to stay in this until our children are 18. Let's say his parents do pass away. And he says, I'm going to stay in this until I'm 18. Well, at 18, you're then going to be an empty nester. He's going to move on with his life. And he didn't miss anything, but you did, because he's going to leave with a partner. You don't get to have a partner. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this one, you should do it. I don't think it's a good idea, because you're too invested. You really love him. And in your heart, it's a lot of times people like, dang, why can't my best friend, why can't I find a man like my best friend if you have a male best friend? Because you
Right.
have all of those things with the sex. So if your life and your heart can't handle it, I think it's a cold ass setup. And in these kind of cultures, men, see, men is cutthroat, gay or not, they are cutthroat. And he gonna be like, well, you knew the arrangements. What if he falls
Mm-hmm.
more in love with that man and he spends more time over there, or he begins to bring that man around as his best friend, and now you watching a whole bunch of shit happen and you literally are just the face. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna ruin your friendship and your heart. You like him, so you can't do this with him. You can't. I don't think it's a
Yeah,
good
that's
idea.
why I was like, she would have to get that in her brain, embed it like, girl, he is just with you for that reason only. It
And
ain't
to have
nothing what
fun.
you see.
You guys have
Yeah.
to be friends, so lean on the friendship part. My friend gave me these things, but my friend is not here to stay. My friend does not belong to me. Um, you don't have any ownership in this.
I would have to probably really get a lot out of that. Like, I would have to really be set for the rest of my life to, but I think I would go into it with the intentions like, he's not with me for me. It's an
Right.
arrangement, but I still would have to be set up for life. Like, you gonna pay me.
Mm-hmm. I would as
But
well.
a lot of people, her, it seemed like she gonna end up getting her feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna
She
end
is.
up getting her feelings hurt.
I think
So
so,
you might
because
not want to do that, ma'am.
she likes the way he look, his presence. He got money. They're from the
And a
same
lot of
back.
them are gorgeous. When you see them, you just be like, oh my gosh.
Like that
Remember
man
that
that was
time I
just up
told
there,
you
that
in
was a
it?
nice looking young man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
remember
think
that
he
time
looked
I
just
told you
pretty.
in Atlanta when I went and we didn't know we went for gay pride. I swear to God, after I went that time, I didn't want to talk to nobody else in Atlanta. And you know me, Rashonda, walking down the street, just talking to everybody, all that. I'm tipsy, everything, just having a good time. And it was a gay guy that came up to me and he seen where I was headed to. And he was like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, I'm going to the club down the street right there. He was like, well, do you know what kind of club that is? And I was like, yeah, the club. Like, we going to go have drinks and stuff. And he was like, no, like, what kind of people are going to be there? And then I was like, I mean, what do you mean what kind of people are going to be there? And he was like, it's a gay club. And I was like, Okay. And he was like, a gay guy club. And I was like, well, why are you going? Because I'm looking at him like,
No, what is wrong
I'm
with
telling
you?
you, no, I'm telling you, this man was
What do he
like
look like?
fine. Like,
Did he
I
look
love
like
a
a
dark
man?
skinned man.
Oh, you thought he was
Yes, he did
straight.
not look.
Got
Yes,
it.
he
Got it.
was
Like
fine. He
what?
was dark skinned. It like he wasn't really tall. Had a nice body. He had nice twisted dreads and everything. So I'm like, where are you going? He was like, I'm going to go meet my boyfriend there. And I'm just really looking at him like, boy, you're right. Because I'm telling you, he did not look like a gayness in him at all. And so he was like laughing. He was like, you funny. You gonna come sit with me? And when my he was calling his husband. When my husband come, I'm gonna introduce you to him. Soon as his boyfriend came, he rolled up. He was like, "Come with me." He holding my hand and everything. And he was like, "This is my husband, girl." He got out the car. The man had on the same outfit as him. He told him to lift up his shirt. They had matching tattoos and everything. And I looked at them. The boyfriend didn't look gay at all. They looked like straight men. And I was just like, y'all serious? And he was like, yeah, he was like, come on, you gonna sit in the club with me? He was like, where your friends at? I said, they on their way, they'll be down here in a little bit. I sat at the table with him and his friends. When I tell you none of them look gay, some of them look like gang bangers, all kind of stuff. I'm pointing at people in the club. And I was like, so you mean to tell me he gay? They was like, yes. I said, he gay? Yes. I said, what? I said, none of y'all in here look gay.
That's why I. So now here's my next question.
Girl, I'm telling you, after that, I didn't talk to nobody for the rest of the weekend, but they became like, I still liked him. I was like, you gay, but you fine as hell. Like, girl, me and him danced the night away and everything.
See,
His
no,
boyfriend even was like, he could have been my lavender husband.
and that's what I'm
His
saying. No,
boyfriend was even like, he like you. He was like, he like you because he don't even mess with girls like this. He was like, he really like you. Girl, I had kissed him and everything.
see, no. That's I personally, I don't think that I could do it because not
Girl.
like to me, it's the reason why in places where the community of gay men is plentiful, you have so many women, especially black women, with a gay best friend because they are a combination. Because, like the gay black men, they don't lose the power of their manhood, and
So
then they
don't.
also have the power of the best
They
girl.
have the best of both worlds. They know how
They
to be a
do.
gentleman
So
and they knew like,
I could not be faking it.
girl,
Be done fucked around and fall in love and be like, I don't want you to be with nobody else. You are my perfect soulmate. I don't want to
girl,
do
I'm telling you, Asia, if you would have been out there that weekend, I was
couldn't do it.
floored. They was my friend for the rest of the weekend. Even after that, we kept in touch for a
It's so
while. Girl, they
much
invited me to their house. They cooked
free.
the boyfriend cooked breakfast for me, everything. That's when his boyfriend was like, he like you.
I couldn't do it. I
Girl, I
couldn't
was, and
do
you
it.
know me, I was right over there. They was like, called me the next morning. He was like, Rashonda, you coming over for breakfast? I was like, I sure am.
I couldn't do it. They're gonna spoil you. No.
Girl, and the whole weekend I was spoiled. The
You're gonna go
whole
on good
weekend I was
trips.
spoiled.
Your outfit's gonna
I
be
can do
looking
it.
nice.
I can
Your
do
hair
it.
gonna be
I
on
can
point.
do it.
I could not do it. I
I
Girl,
could
can
he
do
was so fine. I'm telling you, he was I was just like, how are you gay? Like, I just couldn't wrap my mind around it. And then with him and his friends, I said, all y'all are fine as hell. Like, any woman that would have had them, so if you would have walked up to them, you could have been like, all y'all fine.
and they
Like,
have this
all in,
pull about them that pulls you in,
yes.
like this aura about them. I couldn't do it, child. They are too perfect. You don't ever have to worry. You know, sometimes like when you're in a relationship, you like, please let him make sure he wear the right thing. You don't ever have to worry about what they
Cause
wear,
they
what
gonna,
they do.
girl.
Point, you don't
That's
got
why I was like,
to
I wouldn't even want to mess with no man in Atlanta at all. Like, I wouldn't even trust it out there because you can't tell.
do
After
it.
that, I looked at all men different because I said, for us to not even know that they was gay and they looked perfectly straight, it was scary.
See,
And they
that's
was
my
like, y'all didn't
problem.
know that
I
y'all
See,
see
came
all
down here.
here,
men as
so
gay.
yes, it is scary because if somebody wants to lie to you, they can. But
Exactly. But
yeah,
the
that's
fact they
very
was open and
scary
honest
for
with us.
anybody listening. Don't clip that. What she mean by that is because anybody could lie to you if they want to. Not that it's scary like that. They know how to treat you. Like, it is so damn different. I had a gay best friend at work at Cox. I loved him. Between me and him, I don't know who dressed better. We went on vacations. We did all kind of stuff
They be
together.
your best
Bought
girl.
it was different. Going to lunch, it wasn't no KFC. We'd be like, oh no, what restaurant are we going to today? Oh no, my man is paying for it because he had an older boyfriend too. He was younger than me, and he had a lot of money. My gay best friend at work was Mexican. His dude was white. We was taken care of. Send people to wash our cars, just cater to us. I was like,
Girl, they know, like your mom said, they know how to treat a woman. They know it's
yes,
like the best of both worlds.
it
They
is.
know how they know how to treat a woman, and then they know how the woman wants to be treated also.
Yes,
That's why they can give you so much good advice on what you need to be doing and
yep.
everything like that. Like
Their attention to
it's so
detail is out of this world.
yes, they
It's
can tell you they can tell you everything you need to know about a man and how a man want to be treated and everything. Like
yep,
they can tell you everything. So
yep.
it's like, but you would have to have that understanding. Like, okay, this is what
So,
they're here for.
so
It's a
what's
contract.
our final answer for her is no.
Yeah, for her,
For
no.
her, it's
For
no, right?
her, no. Like
Okay.
somebody like us, we would be able to because we know how to turn this. We know how to turn the
Yes.
stuff on and off. But for her, absolutely no.
Because she wants
Absolutely
kids
no.
out of it and everything. So she wants forever
Yeah,
out of
she
it.
gonna have need therapy yet and stuff after that, girl.
She gonna need massive being treated that well all that time, and then you gonna get thrown back into the mud
And
pool of
out into
dating.
this world with these raggedy
Oh,
ass men. Yeah.
please, absolutely damn not. She gonna be. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work for her. So
No.
I say, no, girl, don't do it. Beautiful
Don't
setup,
do it,
but
ma'am.
don't do it. Because here's the fucking bad part. Okay, he gonna date on the side, but if you date on the side, you still in mud. It's not gonna be good dating. It's not going to be good dating because you're going to be comparing everybody to how good he is to you. Because regardless if he's homosexual or not, and he do still like girls, you're going to be comparing him. Oh, I got a husband at home. You're going to have that in your head because your life is going to be good. It's going to be too good to be true, and it's just not going to work.
He just really would have to sit down and explain it to her, like, ma'am, this is what it
And he
is.
actually like girls. Remember that was in there too. He actually likes girls too. So y'all, what if she start being like, well, maybe if I do this or things are going so great,
Never
he
see
ain't
him
gonna
convert back over. She could probably think that. That's what I'm saying. For
but
her,
he
it would
not.
be a
He got
no.
the best of both worlds. He got you and he got his person that he been with all this time. So
But I don't actually believe he like girls too because if I don't know, some of them do say they like men and women. So I
yeah,
don't know.
I've been hearing him on TikTok, like even a lot more girls
Yeah,
have been saying, I've been, going back and forth, but I realized most of them was like, I guess it's a new trend. I'm getting closer to 30, and now that I'm paying attention to things that matter, I actually like girls more. I don't want to
yeah.
deal with
You
it.
know who said they gonna turn straight when they turn 30?
Girl, I saw it. I saw it last night, and I was cracking up.
I was
He was like,
dying
yes,
laughing.
yes,
I
yes.
said,
He's like, I'm not doing this no more. Once I'm
wait till
30,
I
I
turn
gotta grow up.
30.
Sir, you didn't just grow up out of being gay, but okay. And then he
He
said
funny
he's
to
been with
me.
a girl
And he
before.
was dead serious. Yeah, he was
He's
dead
very
serious.
serious. Now he talks with like so I love what
Oh, his
whoever
new management, yeah, his
they
new management is very good for him.
they are stellar. Girl, I cannot believe none of the stuff that people are saying,
Girl,
but you
I
know what?
was just me again. I thought it was AI. I'm like, is this really Shamar saying this?
Because listen, even let me tell you how he answered one question last night. So they had asked him about his education and when he went to school and he was like, yeah, I got bullied. He was like, I actually made it through high school. He was like, I graduated at 19, and then after I graduated I went over to Georgia State University. And Chaotic was like, you went to college? And he was like, yeah, I was in a program there. That made me think of that one that we had pulled. Remember when we was like, it's not right to keep treating him like that. He's getting tripped up over his words. He's not getting this from nowhere. He's just not saying it right or something. That's
Ah,
the real answer. And that does happen. you could go to college still. He did go to college. So he just didn't know how to say it before. Now he's saying it right. So
Yeah. Whoever he's working with, they are very good for him. I hope he
the people
stays
that
with
work
them.
with whoever works with Suki, he says Suki is the one who gave him his first chance, and then somehow, like the team just took a real liking to him, and they just wanted to help
Oh,
him. So they
really?
started helping him behind the scenes, and then that's how he ended up on stage with Sexy Red and getting these interviews and all this different stuff. He was like,
So
"It's been
she introduced him to his new manager.
no." He was performing with her. The management team was observing him and decided to work with him. So I guess in all of them being around each other, not introduced him like, "Hey, y'all should work together." But no, he
Hmm.
Suki. And then the management team was like, "You got a lot of potential." So they reached out to him to work with him, but set down some ground
Oh,
rules.
that's so good. I'm
And
happy for Shamar because all he really needed was somebody to work with him. A
and
lot of
care
times
about
that's
him.
all they need and care about them and not use them as a profit, just because they know just he has so many viral moments and the stuff that he does will go viral and make money and they just be
Right,
using them and no
right.
matter how bad it's gonna make them look or nothing. But this
But now
management
he
is
sounds like
actually
he's on
doing
it. He sounds like
hmm,
his thoughts is in order and is answering
everything.
questions better. So now everything he was answering, I was like, damn. When he answered this before, it sounded like this. He was just, and you know how, when we have students in the classroom and they get embarrassed because they keep getting it wrong. So then they just start either doing whatever or they shut down. He's the type that'll just start doing whatever. And then to your point, people make viral moments. Like, why nobody still didn't tell him up until now that Atlanta was not a country? Like that was fucked up. They kept making viral moments off of that. Y'all gonna burn in hell for doing
Yeah,
some.
that's why they would have him on podcast and show because they know they're gonna get a viral moment off of him, making
Yes,
money off of other people's pain and all that stuff, and knowing that they. But I'm happy for
that's
Shamar.
right.
But
It takes being around the right people. So can you send out a
hmm,
PSA to the people on our team on TikTok and tell them if it's anybody else that's gonna betray, can they just exit? Okay. I'm tired of having meetings. Okay. I don't want to do that no more. Every 3 days, we putting somebody out that's almost got their AARP card. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of this shit. Oh, so anyway, yes, lady ma'am, you can do it. Sorry, but somebody else could do it. Maybe do it with his cousin or something like that. Girl, they gotta go. Um, yes, having the right team around you, it matters. Having the right people. I'm so happy for Siobhan.
hmm,
Like it
me
literally,
too.
I was just grinning all night. I was like, I wanted to make it a highlight and I forgot. I was like, I can't wait to tell Rose and see if she's seen this. I
Yeah, I
was
seen it. I was happy. I've been happy for him ever since this new management. I was like, they are really doing good by him. I'm
mm,
happy for him too. He deserves it.
he does. He didn't never give up. He stayed
Yeah, he
strong.
didn't.
He kept trying. He didn't let people beat him down. And now he's being
Mm-mm.
really receptive. So he's just learning more and more.
Yeah,
And
he
he was so
is.
proud of himself too.
Hmm.
And the whole time he kept saying how much he loved his team. And chaotic
Yep.
asked him, how did you stick with this team or whatever? And he was like, without my team, I'm nothing. He was like, they do for me and I do for them, and we go together. Before it was I'm the one that make this because
Hmm.
he actually was. I like it. He's getting something out of it too. And now he's talking about being a family man child and turning
Yeah,
ungay.
but that was funny.
Yes. Got his kid's name picked out and everything, child. Chaotic was rolling. Like, you got the names
Oh
already?
my God.
Like, yes, I did. I said, yes, yes. He's showing loyalty.
Yes.
Loyalty is showing it to him.
Hmm.
Everybody try to blame him. Anytime you take advantage of somebody, you can't blame them. But that's neither here
Hmm.
nor there. That's a story time for another day. But that is our last story for tonight. I wanted to talk about lavender marriages and that kid that pushed somebody out the damn car. Because what? Are you crazy? I cannot do that, ma'am. You cannot just be pushing people out of the car. Okay? Because kids don't have sense. And I'm glad you got put out the car because you and your son need medication because you thought it was funny. No more Grand Theft Auto for y'all. Um, let's see. Yes, that was funny about the family. Yes, it was. Because he had them names, honey. He was ready. He was ready with the names. and was like, "Yes, that's what I'm naming my kids. I've been thinking about that." Mm-hmm. Girl, because can you imagine some wombat coming out the back seat, putting their hands over your eyes, you swerving into traffic, and both the mama and the son talking about that is so funny. What is this? Final Destination? That's not
It
funny.
sound like get your ass whooped is what it sound
Girl,
like.
I think out of anger, like Rose said, I'd have did one of them black, but I heard it's other races too, but I call it a black mama slap. Where you like that before you even know it, and they do it and they keep driving and don't miss a beat, don't miss the song they were singing or nothing. They just he'd have got popped, and she might have got popped too. Cause get out of my car and move your
Period.
toes before I run them over. Yeah, they need medication. So that is it for tonight. Join us on Thursday at 7 for more short stories. If you have any that you would like to send to me, please do so. And if they are extremely inappropriate, I'll read them first. So go ahead and send them to me. I will. Through the rest of this month, actually Aquarius season, the journals will be on sale. They are $12.99 each. There are three out. Yeah, there are three out. So if you want, buy one or buy all of them. They're great gifts and they're great for therapy. You will enjoy them. Just buy one. You should color as an adult. It's very therapeutic. It is. It's good for you. It'll help heal you. It healed me while I was making them. Sometimes I thought about throwing bricks through windows. I'm not gonna hold you, but I didn't do it because I healed through it. So we'll see you back on Thursday, ladies. Where can we find you?
You can
uh,
find me on TikTok, Instagram, Lemonade, Snapchat, Facebook, Delicious with two E's, Designs by D, the nail tech in Birmingham that's doing big things, baby.
and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm doing better getting on TikTok. And every Thursday at 8 o'clock on YouTube on Talk to Rose.
Amen. Have a great night. Happy Aquarius season again. And I am on my birthday countdown to Friday. So enjoy, and we will see you on Thursday. Good
Good
night.
night,
Good
everybody.
night.